At Producer Training Camp and at our sales mastery classes, we spend a lot of time talking about walkaway power. The most common elements of an effective power to walk away comes from either having enough money in your pocket or having enough prospects and opportunities that you really don't need the one that you're working with. But I think it goes beyond that. I think there are additional things that you can do to be effective in being able to walk away and at least giving the power and that confidence of walking away. Those things are, number one, I think having confidence in the first place and acting as a peer to the buyer that you're working with. Having that strong confidence that what you have to offer, they absolutely need it, and that you flexing away and pulling away and going back into a pricing model or allowing them to take control, you know that that's not the best thing for them. So coming into it with a strong sense of confidence of what you have to offer, I believe is a big part of walkaway power. I also think walkaway power comes from being able to have the right phrases and the right things to say to be able to walk away. Making comments like, I don't know that what we have to offer and what your company needs is going to be the right fit. We are not for everybody. We have certain things that we offer with our assessments and our plans that if companies are willing to do those kinds of things, if companies have the mindset of being a safer and broader definition of risk type of analysis company, then we work very well with them. But if companies want just to have quotes, then we probably don't. Things like that, being able to articulate clearly the walkaways. I had a young man I was working with once. He was just out of college. He'd been making a bunch of calls, and he called me up and said, Larry, I'm not having any success using the executive briefing, and I just can't get anybody to move forward. And I could tell a lot of it was because of his youth. And so I asked him to give me the executive briefing. And when he did, he sounded like he was just so energized in wanting the business and so subordinate in his style that I could tell that he was probably never going to get very many opportunities. So I taught him 3 different walkaway power comments and statements that he could make. And I told him, I said, your job going forward, you have to do at least 1 walkaway, if not 2, in every meeting that you have. Well, over the next 30 days, he had some of the best success probably he ever had in his career, just because he had that energy. It was so high. But what he did was he gave walkaway statements in every meeting, and it gave that client the feeling that he was there to help them, not the feeling that he was there to sell them. So walkaway power comes broader than just having the opportunities and the money, which, by the way, that's a critical part of it, and that's the beginning phases. But after that, it takes the right phrases, it takes the right confidence, it takes the right positioning, and if you do all of those things, you're going to increase your sales and your closing percentage.